Good morning and welcome to episode 30. Could you believe that? 30 of the Daily Light. Today I want you to walk on water. And I want to talk to you about one of my absolute favorite passages in the Gospels. And I actually used to lead a Bible study and we were named the Water Walkers because of this passage. So let's get to it. It's Matthew 14 and it starts at verse 22. Immediately, Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go ahead of him to the other side, while he sent the crowd away. And having sent the people away, he went up to the mountain by himself to pray. At nightfall, he was there alone. Meanwhile, the boat was very far from land, dangerously rocked by the waves, for the wind was against them. At daybreak, Jesus came to them walking on the lake. When they saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified, thinking that it was a ghost. And they cried out in fear. But at once Jesus said to them, "Courage! Don't be afraid, it's me." Peter answered, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you walking on the water." Jesus said to him, "Come." And Peter got out of the boat, walking on the water to go to Jesus. But in face of the strong wind, he was afraid and began to sink. So he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and took hold of him, saying, "Man of little faith, why did you doubt?" I love everything about this Bible passage from beginning to end. From the very beginning, Jesus tells them to go to the other side. And what's going on is that they're traveling groups. They're traveling around already, setting forth miracles wherever they go. So Jesus is asking, go to the other side. Let's go further. In our lives, we are always called to go to that other side, to leave our comfort zone and go for more. And that's exactly what happened. But so the apostles left on their boat and Jesus went up to a mountain to pray. And it's important to note that it says that at nightfall is when the storm started. And, a lot of times we can feel that it's dark. There's darkness when we're going through trials. But where was Jesus at this moment? Jesus was praying. They weren't by themselves. Of course, they were on the boat by themselves, and it felt like they didn't have any help. But the entire time, our Lord was praying for them. And what power is there to know that Jesus is there praying for you? That's incredible. So then when Jesus decides to walk over to them, walking on the lake to go over to the boat, Peter right away says, "If it's you, command me to walk to you." And that shows our desire for more. We all have that inside of us, that desire to be more, to strive for more, to live a better life, to have a bigger, broader life, a bigger vision for our lives than we have right now. We all have that. Peter asked for it, and Jesus gave it to him. Without hesitation, without anything, he said, "Come." And Peter immediately started to walk out. And he actually did it. He did take a couple of steps. But what did he do? He started to look at all the obstacles around him. He looked at the waves. He felt the wind. He let the pressure of that take his eyes off of Christ. And he began to sink. It's the same thing in our lives. We are commanded to walk on water. We are commanded to go to the other side, because then the other side, that's where we're going to be fulfilled. That's where we're going to have the life that we were created for. But the minute that you take your eyes off of Christ, because remember, he's the one that gives us our strength, you're going to sink. You can't do it alone. You weren't destined to do it alone. You're destined to do it with him, because he created that desire in you for more, and he's going to give you the strength to carry it through the darkest night and through the biggest storms of your life. Keep your eyes on Christ and you will walk on water. Receive that message today. It's powerful. Pray to Jesus to give you the faith that you need to keep on walking. Have a blessed and amazing day.